Things you should know before watching Oppenheimer. Hey, are you a Christopher Nolan fan? If yes, then you are for sure dying to watch his new film, Oppenheimer, right? Well, who is not? Not talking about the Barbie clan here, but seriously, if you are planning to watch Oppenheimer in the near future and are super excited about the film, then you might have searched a little about this man before to get a little context about the film. But Christopher Nolan's films have a lot to offer, and if you want to absorb it all, then we advise you to know a few things before you go to watch Oppenheimer. What are these things? To find out, watch this video till the end to make your Oppenheimer experience worth it. Without any further ado, let's jump into the video. Historical setting. Understanding the historical setting in which the story takes place is essential to appreciate the depth and relevance of Oppenheimer. J. Robert Oppenheimer played a significant role in the Manhattan Project, a covert World War II research effort by the U.S. government. Oppenheimer's scientific knowledge was essential to the accomplishment of this enormous project, which attempted to create the first nuclear weapons. As atomic bombs were eventually developed as a result of the Manhattan Project, they had far-reaching effects that included the devastating bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. These incidents ushered in the nuclear era and altered history's trajectory for all time. Nolan's vision. Let's now discuss Christopher Nolan, the creative director of Oppenheimer, who is the subject of our discussion. Nolan is renowned for his innovative work in films like Inception and Dunkirk, and he has no trouble with difficult historical issues. In Oppenheimer, he seeks to present an engaging and accurate portrait of the life of this brilliant but troubled scientist. Critical acclaim has been bestowed upon Nolan for his distinctive blend of breathtaking aesthetics, thought-provoking storyline, and painstaking attention to detail. With Oppenheimer, Nolan takes a singular method of reenacting historical events, creating a profoundly immersive cinematic experience. Videography and production. The Oppenheimer film's production process is proof of Christopher Nolan's unwavering commitment to providing an outstanding cinematic experience. His team spent every dollar possible to create a universe that is both historically accurate and visually spectacular, and that completely immerses viewers in the 1940s. The sets, clothes, props, and locations were all carefully researched to make sure they were accurate for the historical period depicted in the movie. This focus on historical truth gives viewers the opportunity to travel back in time and experience the events surrounding the Manhattan Project with a greater sense of immersion and realism. The dedication of director Christopher Nolan to realistic filmmaking also contributes to the authenticity of Oppenheimer. The employment of amazing real effects gives the picture a tangible and visceral sense, giving the audience the impression that they are actually there, going through the events with the protagonists. With this combination of cutting-edge CGI and practical effects, it is possible to create aesthetically stunning sequences that instantly take viewers back to a significant period in history. In Oppenheimer, Nolan demonstrates his mastery of visual storytelling as he deftly constructs each frame to express the significance of the narrative. The photography, lighting, and composition of the movie work together to portray a variety of feelings, from awe-inspiring scientific discoveries to the terrifying moral choices the protagonists have to make. Elementary knowledge of nuclear physics. For a thorough grasp of the scientific concepts presented in Oppenheimer, a fundamental knowledge of nuclear physics is required. The documentary explores the breakthrough nuclear scientific project known as the Manhattan Project. The foundation of the project's scientific breakthroughs revolves around familiarity with ideas like nuclear fission, the method by which atoms split and release enormous energy. The project's understanding of the behavior of nuclear materials benefited greatly from the use of isotopes, which are variations of the same element with differing quantities of neutrons. The enormity of the findings and difficulties faced by the scientists engaged are further illuminated by an understanding of the energy generated during nuclear reactions. Viewers will be able to relate to the technical complexities depicted in Oppenheimer and better understand the significance of the scientific advancements and ethical conundrums that formed one of the most important events in history if they have a firm understanding of these fundamental nuclear physics principles. Manhattan Project and World War II. Understanding the relevance of Oppenheimer requires a thorough understanding of the historical backdrop surrounding World War II and the Manhattan Project. Between 1939 and 1945, Most of the world was engaged in World War II. Millions of people died during this time of great upheaval, which significantly altered the political, social, and economic landscape of the entire world. A top-secret research and development initiative called the Manhattan Initiative was born during this turbulent period. Its ultimate goal was to develop the atomic bomb by harnessing nuclear energy for military purposes. The project was a team effort amongst some of the top scientific minds of the day, with the aim of creating a weapon with unheard-of power as the end goal. The gravity of the events presented in the movie can be better understood by audiences by providing them with a background knowledge of World War II and the Manhattan Project. It enables them to understand the urgency and sense of responsibility that the scientists, politicians, and military leaders engaged are carrying. By allowing viewers to consider the far-reaching effects of the development of the atomic bomb, understanding the global significance of the Manhattan Project further enhances the viewing experience. The bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki not only ended World War II, but also heralded the beginning of the nuclear era, altering the course of history and posing difficult moral and ethical dilemmas over the use of such heinous weapons. Sounds interesting, right? Knowing all this will help you understand and enjoy Oppenheimer better. If you have already watched the movie, you share your experience in the comment section below. If you enjoyed watching this video, don't forget to like and share the video. Make sure you subscribe to our channel for more such content. See you soon in the other video.